Every choice writes a page. Welcome to Story Ledger. Let's decode the world.
Eviction notice arrived on a Tuesday. Sebastián was adjusting the escapement of a 1942 chronograph when the mailman handed him the envelope. He opened it without hurry. He read it once, he read it twice, and the world stopped. The landlord was selling the building. The new owner was doubling the rent. He had 30 days to leave. Sebastián sat down on his stool. Around him, hundreds of clocks showed different times. Tick-tock, tick-tock. They sounded as they always did. But for the first time in 20 years, he did not hear them. In his head, there was only one sound, that of his own silence. He was not a rich man. He was a watchmaker. He had inherited the trade from his grandfather, who taught him that a badly positioned gear can ruin an entire machine. Time does not hurry, he would tell him. Time must be respected, and if you do not respect it, it slips away. Sebastián had lived by that maxim. He was meticulous, patient, careful. He never delivered a poorly done job. He never let a customer down. But he never learned to save money. For years, he saved what he could. Small amounts accumulated in an account that barely paid any interest. Until someone told him, idle money is lazy money. You have to put it to work. And Sebastián, who understood gears and springs, did not understand finance, so he listened. First, it was a friend from the chess club. He told him about technology stocks. They are going to rise, he said. They are the future. Sebastián bought them. Then it was his brother-in-law. He told him about a mutual fund with historical returns. There is no risk, he assured him. Sebastián invested. Then, an acquaintance from the neighborhood mentioned cryptocurrencies. This is going to explode. He put money into them. And finally, a relative who worked at a finance company recommended corporate bonds. They are safe. He bought those too. He was not an aggressive investor. He was a man who trusted people. And that trust, misdirected, was his ruin. What he did not know, what no one had explained to him, was that money has two jobs: to grow and to protect. And the job of protecting must always come first. He opened his bank app, looking for the money he needed for the move. His stocks had fallen 20% in the last week. His mutual funds were frozen because of a bank holiday. His cryptocurrency had lost almost half its value. All his money, everything he had saved over the years, was trapped, and he needed money now. He sold what he could. He lost the equivalent of 3 months of work. He paid early redemption fees, and when he finally gathered what he needed, the amount was much smaller than he had calculated. Inflation had eaten away the rest. For 3 years, his money had lost purchasing power, while it slept in an account that paid him a pittance. He found a smaller shop on a street that no one walked down. He paid the deposit, the first month, and the moving costs. He had no margin left, zero. The first few months were hard. He lost regular customers who could not find his new address. Days passed without anyone opening the door. He sat on his stool, listening to the clocks, and wondered how much longer he could go on like this. Food became simpler. Going out to dinner became a memory. Subscriptions were canceled. He even stopped buying coffee. He made tea at home and carried it in a thermos. One night, while adjusting an old pocket watch, he found something he had forgotten. Inside a toolbox wrapped in a flannel cloth was a spare balance wheel. It was not beautiful, It was not valuable. But without it, the watch stopped. With it, the watch could wait for the permanent repair. Sebastián held it between his fingers. He felt the weight of the metal. And then he understood. It was not about not investing. It was about investing everything. He had not kept a spare balance wheel for his life. He had kept everything in parts he could not touch, could not use, and did not have at his disposal. And when the machine stopped, he had no spare part to fall back on. He then remembered a conversation with his grandfather years earlier. The old watchmaker had told him, "Son, a good watch is not one that tells the exact time. It is one that keeps running when everything else stops. For that, you need spare parts. They are not beautiful. They are not expensive. But without them, the watch dies." Sebastián had never applied that lesson to his life until now. That night, with the watch open on the table and the balance wheel in his hand, he made a promise. He would never leave his financial cushion empty again. The next day, he opened a high-yield savings account. Nothing spectacular. An annual interest rate of 4%. Boring money. Money that did not rise or fall on charts, that did not appear in headlines. It was simply there. Every month, before buying a single investment asset, he transferred a fixed amount. First, the financial cushion, then everything else. This time, he did not listen to friends, brothers-in-law, or acquaintances. This time, he decided for himself. It took 14 months. It was slow, boring, and steady. But once again, he had 3 months of expenses covered. Real cash. Money he could touch, that he could withdraw within 24 hours, that did not depend on the markets or bank holidays. And then something unexpected happened. A customer asked him to restore a tower clock that had not worked for decades. He needed to invest in specialized tools. Before, he would have hesitated. Now, he accepted without hesitation. If the customer did not pay, the fund would cover it. When the city council raised taxes, he did not panic. He had room to maneuver. When a competitor offered to buy his business, he was able to say no. He was able to wait for a better offer. He was able to negotiate without pressure. The emergency fund had given him back control. Money was no longer the one making decisions for him. He was the one making decisions about money. Sebastián did not become rich. Watchmakers do not become rich. But he regained the peace of knowing that, whatever happens, he has time to solve it. Today, in his workshop, there is a small safe behind the counter. It does not hold jewelry or gold bars. It holds 6 months of rent, food, and bills. It does not pay interest. It provides peace of mind. Peace of mind of knowing that if the world stops again, he will not stop with it. On the wall, between a pendulum clock and a Swiss chronograph, he hung a handwritten sign. The spare part is not a luxury. It is a promise that the clock will keep running. And below it, in smaller letters, first, make sure it does not stop. Then make sure it moves forward. The clocks continue to show different times. But the watchmaker finally knows what time it is. Time to have a financial cushion. And that is a time he will never forget again.
Thank you for watching. Subscribe for more stories.